When we step, that's our biggest moment of vulnerability in fencing. We're going forward. That's dangerous. What we want to do is make sure that we're not bringing all of our weight with us when we step. So even if we're going to do a lunge, we're still going to pick our foot up, and before our weight goes with it, most of the distance that you're getting for your lunge is already going to be taken. Hi, I'm Woody, and this is How to Fence. Today we're going to be looking at how to step. Some of the ideas I'm going to introduce here are pretty heretical to what you may have learned from your coach or from a modern fencing coach, but we're going for as close to as described in the book, and I guarantee you this stuff is going to really improve your rapier fencing. The way that I'm describing for you to step is going to require that your weight starts on one foot. If you're going to move your left foot, you need all of your weight on your right foot so that your left foot can move freely. If you're going to start with all of your weight on your left foot so that your right foot can move freely, we need to be all the weight on that one foot. The reason that we're going to step in this way is so that our body and face are only vulnerable targets for one tempo instead of the two tempo that our step takes. So now that you've got all of your weight on your left leg and your right foot is free to move, we can just put that lead foot into shredder, and now it's only going to be one tempo to launch that attack. If you put your foot into shredder and you don't have a winning blade position, you haven't put your body and head into shredder. It's just your foot in shredder. So you can just take it back, work for a new position, find shredder again, and win that touch. So continuing with my heresy, when you're taking shredder or lunging or passing any of our attacking steps, we want to land toes first so that when we deliver our attack, we have just that singular point of contact with the ground. We're able to make a lot of suspension through our leg if we need it. We can counterbalance well. If you land heel first with that step, you're going to be much more immobile, less able to do the next actions that you need to do. If I land toes first, and I see that I need to change my position while I'm sending my weight in, I can make those rotations as needed. If I was to do that with my whole foot on the ground, those turns become very difficult, they become laborious, and it's hard to make them happen in exactly the next tempo that they need to happen. Because I'm not necessarily fencing you completely square on, a lot of the time I might be a bit side on. The easiest way sometimes to put my foot forward is just going to be to put the side of my foot down, and that's okay too. So if I'm putting my toes down facing you completely, that might be fine, but it's okay to just land the side of the foot, and then as you're delivering your weight, you can allow that foot to turn in place. All of this applies to doing a passing step. I'm not required to bring my weight with the step as though I was walking. I can, the same as my placing step or my lunge, I can just bring that foot forward ahead of my weight and then commit all of my weight. You will feel slightly unbalanced when you do this, and Fabris even tells us that it's okay to then keep walking through. So you'll often have a passing step where you've prepared the foot, you lean right in, and then you have to take a couple more steps to bleed out your weight. That's okay, you're going to go straight past their point, they can't hit you. If you take a more traditional fencing stance where your weight is between the feet, every time you step, your fall commences immediately and your weight will move with it. My targets are going in on that first tempo. This isn't bad. If you've got strong legs and you're springy, you can move up and down the piste, but it doesn't give us the opportunity to really exploit everything that happens as we close those distances. I can take the same amount of distance and I can keep my weight in the one place. My targets are staying back here and they're only going over when I've already decided that it's safe to move. Thanks for watching. Please try this stuff in your practice. Leave a comment if it's working for you, and if it's not, also leave a comment so I can maybe try and help you through it. There'll be a link to our Patreon as well in the description. If you give us money, we can keep paying our cameraman, and that would be awesome.